Hey everyone, this is the Bearded Xeno, and my Alien Retroactive Review series was very, very awesome. It got a lot of good reception, so I wanted to do the same for Marvel, because I really fucking love Marvel. So, yeah, this is going to be my retro reviews of all these films, and if you're going to say, how can you do a retro review of something so soon as, Captain America the Winter Soldier? Retro is just a sort for retroactive. It doesn't have to be 30 years old to be retro. It just means you're looking in the past. So, retroactively reviewing something means I'm looking back and reviewing something after the fact. Pretty much. So, yeah. That's how I can retro review The Winter Soldier. Yeah. Anyways, we'll kick this off with Iron Man. And I just want to say real quick, I'm not going to do one of Guardians of the Galaxy because I already reviewed Guardians of the Galaxy. There's no reason to re-review it again. I will just link that at the end of this playlist once it's time to watch it. I mean, it's up there now if you want to find it on the channel. It's there. But I'm just going to have a playlist for this entire series. So once you see this Iron Man review, click on that playlist so you know which way to go. It'll just be like Marvel something, I don't know, Marvel Retro Reviews, or I don't know. But yeah, it'll be there, and once I get to it in the chronological order, it will be updated into the playlist. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. If you just want to watch them in order like that and hold off, yeah, that's the way it'll go. Anyways, we gotta get to Iron Man because we're a minute and a half into this and we haven't talked about the movie yet. Iron Man. Okay, quick Iron Man story. I didn't see this in theaters, and honestly, because I thought it was gonna suck. All the Marvel movies at the time were terrible. X-Men 3, X-Men Origins Wolverine, Spider-Man 3, the Fantastic Four films. Little did I know at the time, those weren't Marvel. Those were all the other studios, which, thankfully, Fox has got their shit together, except for Fantastic Four is still yet to be seen. But the X-Men franchise, at least they've gotten that one back to where it should be. I don't care about Marvel owning the X-Men franchise anymore because Fox is doing a damn good job with it. Like Sony with their Spider-Man series. But, yeah, thankfully Spider-Man's coming to MCU. Anyways, yeah, me and a couple of buddies, we skipped at it, and the only person that I know that actually went to go see Iron Man theaters was surprisingly Dolphin. And he said, and I quote, "It's better than The Dark Knight." And for me, I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that. Like, sure. When I saw it, pretty close. Pretty close. I still think The Dark Knight is a better film than Iron Man, especially looking back on it. But Iron Man is a damn fine, good movie. It sets up the Marvel Cinematic Universe in one grand hurrah. It really lets you sink your teeth into the characters, especially Tony Stark. That's where Robert Downey Jr. had his grand comeback. He doesn't need to forget it either. You're never too big to fail again. Iron Man saved you. Stick with Iron Man because we all love Iron Man. That's what I'm saying, Robert Downey Jr. I know I'm some little peasant here in Alabama, but still, stick with Iron Man. This, it starts off kind of slow, and I like that. It has a true build-up. And it's definitely a product of its time, based in the Iraqi War and stuff like that. And you kind of looking back on it, I mean, that stuff seems kind of shoehorned in just to be part of that culture at the time, especially American culture. But I think it still plays well because they don't ever say, Osama bin Laden or anything like that, but it's all very Taliban-esque looking. So that definitely stands out when you rewatch it. But, yeah, like I said, that's just a product of its time. I don't think it hurts the film too much at all, if at all. It just stands out looking back at it. But I really do love the opening of the film. It's such a great way to introduce Tony Stark. And of course, the first Iron Man Mark I suit, with the big clunking thing with the flamethrower. Such a good scene. Love it so much. And of course, the rest of the movie, him creating his suits, mastering his suits. And Jeff Bridges is Obadiah Stane. So good. Oh, I hate that they killed him off. Spoiler alert for a movie from 2008. Still, they killed off Jeff Bridges. Killed off the dude. And, yeah. I wish that they didn't kill him off, that they just kept him in prison or something for a future movie, because he was a really good villain, and I think he really could have went somewhere. But, you know, back then, it was always a must in comic book movie to kill off your villain. So yeah. Thankfully, the next film on this list didn't do that, but we'll touch on that when we get to there. But overall, I really did enjoy Iron Man, and it definitely set the tone for the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know, the wit, pseudo-realistic tone. It's still fantastical, but it feels real. And, of course, you know, Robert Downey Jr. always stealing the show. And little did we know at the time, but they were planting some major seeds in this film, especially with Coulson. When I first watched it, I'm like, this guy, who is this guy? He's some background character, who gives a shit? Little did I know that Coulson was going to evolve to be this awesome character that was interconnecting all the films, have this awesome, heart-wrenching moment in Avengers, and then get his own TV show with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So yeah, at the time I just thought he was just some random, stupid background character, but that proves all the little seeds that they laid in this film just grew to be this awesome, beautiful tree. But, yeah, that's one thing I really, really did love about this film. Looking back on it, was all the groundwork that they laid. I didn't appreciate it at the time because I didn't know where it was going. And I think this is definitely a film that you haven't watched since, like, say, The Avengers or something like that. You need to go back and rewatch it because so much is laid here. It's such a good film. Such a good film. Yeah, that's my retro review for Iron Man. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought about the original Iron Man, and I'll see you in the next video. Incredible Hulk.